team? It's your boy Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with 2023 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix qualifying highlights. Before we jump in, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Oh, you got
fighting the car through the final corner, and it's 10th place for Alonso.
So big names dropping down.
What is the alright? This the last lap for everybody in Q1. I know Piastri ain't going down in the first. I know that ain't finna happen. That ain't. Look at Max being Max. Look, he said no. Okay, Yuki. I see you, Yuki.
Down Perez and Sainz, they've got to find something here. Ricciardo up to 10th, Gasly slipping to 12th and could be under pressure.
Okay, Bottas and Ocon are next over the line. Joe is out. He's only 18th. Bottas good enough for 14th at the moment in that Alfa Romeo. Here's Ocon in the drop zone. Doesn't want to have that in back-to-back races. 12th place is good, but you've got Sainz in 16th now, Piastri in 17th, both of them attacking the racetrack. Sainz with an ordinary middle sector.
Sainz could be in big trouble. He's down in 16th. He's currently in the drop zone, and I'm not sure if he's really improving.
He's not the only one, DC. Perez is on the brink as well. Here's Piastri over the line. Piastri does enough. He's P11.
Nice. Yeah, Perez had a big opening first sector. Middle sector not too bad. He's got to keep it tidy as we see Sainz across the line.
15th for Carlos Sainz. Perez in the drop zone at the moment, but Perez going quickly. Perez on for a personal best. Needs a response. Who goes out here? Across the line we go with Max Verstappen. Perez now to the line. Perez knocking out Carlos Sainz. One of our winners this year. Finds himself out.
Checo. Okay, number 2. Okay. Dang, Carlos in Q1, bro. In Q1, bro.
In the first part of qualifying, it was a big crash in practice yesterday. It's a big shock in qualifying today. The 5 to go. Sargent, Joe, Bottas, Magnussen, and Sainz. Ricciardo's gone into 7th place behind Albon. That could be significant. Charles Leclerc comes across the line and goes to 3rd,
Q2, here we go.
under 0.3 of a second away from Max Verstappen. Now let's see what effort we can have. Time running out in the second part of qualifying. Pierre Gasly goes to 4th. That's a tidy lap. The man who had his best starting position for his team of the season last time out. Yuki Tsunoda now in AlphaTauri's last race, being known as that team, ahead of Daniel Ricciardo and up to 6th position. So he's got good form around this circuit in the past, and it's continuing on. With Stroll up to 9th position at the moment. You've got Albon on the cusp. His effort is complete, but he might be about to head out in the second part of qualifying because Esteban Ocon is looking for an improvement over the line, and he does go to 9th position to put Stroll on the bubble. Here's Stroll's teammate Fernando Alonso in the Aston Martin up to 6th position, and Stroll in the drop zone. Hamilton only 10th, only by fine margins, but wait for George Russell, who knocks his teammate out and ties the head-to-head between the two Mercedes drivers. 11 all in the season, but for the...
Dang. It's crazy because it just feels like George Russell ends up like ahead of Hamilton a lot, but then when you look at the driver championship, like Hamilton's ahead of Russell. So, but he said it's even. I mean, head-to-head, I guess, in qualifying, they beat each other an even amount of times. But Hamilton he's ahead in the driver championship, ahead of George Russell.
The second week in a row, a man who has mastered this track time and time again is out in Q2. And we can see Verstappen coming underneath the hotel now on his way to lay down effort number 1. They will get another go, but it will be just one more run for the season after this one. Max Verstappen's time on the board, a 1:23.445. Over to you, Lando Norris.
Yeah, and Lando's down 3/4 in the middle sector, but what is Lando Norris able to deliver?
British driver over the line, up to 2nd place, ahead of Tsunoda, ahead of Hülkenberg. His teammate Oscar Piastri has set the fastest first sector of anyone so far, but it's that middle part of the lap where everything comes together. Sergio Perez trying to fight his way back into the top 4 of a Formula 1 Grand Prix. for the first time in a while, looking for it. That's third place at the moment.
Well, we got Checo.
Piastri is 0.4 of a second away at the end of sector 2. So Piastri will be hoping to take third place. Can he do it as he comes over the line? He can. He's half a second away from Max Verstappen, but for McLaren, it's a 2-3 at the moment. A really strong performance, and Norris just edging his teammate for the time being by over 1/10 of a second. Here comes Charles Leclerc, but he's only in 8th position. George Russell has been the lead Mercedes so far this weekend. Where does he put the car? Ahead of Sergio Perez into 4th position. Unbelievably even laps being set by Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. They're just back.
Oh my God!
He's very nearly dropped it. At a circuit where you need to take a step forward on the final run, Lando Norris might well have opened the door for the front row to his teammate. He kept it pointing in the right direction, but it will be no threat to Max Verstappen as he...
That was scary. That car was almost out of there, bro. That Lando, you was almost out of there, bro. That's scary.
Comes over the line. Can Oscar Piastri take the front row away from Lando Norris as he comes out of the final corner? He can! Piastri fights his way to the front row. One moment gathered together by the British driver, and the Australian gets ahead. Alonso with a superb lap to go up to 4th position. Charles Leclerc now on board with the Ferrari driver. Is he all at sea? Verstappen's had an ordinary middle sector. Norris went all in, and it cost him. Charles Leclerc over the line to the front row of the field from a second off to 2nd place with a great lap at the end, and Verstappen comes over the line. He doesn't improve his time. He's been let off the hook there. Verstappen couldn't find an answer, but he's got pole position at the moment. Still cast to run. Charles Leclerc switching it on at the very end when he needed to. Then it's Piastri, then it's Norris, then it's Yuki Tsunoda, who goes ahead of a 2-time world champion and takes 5th place for AlphaTauri. Hulkenberg is into 7th. It's Russell and Perez to go now, and Gasly. They're the last 3 over the line for qualifying for Formula 1 in 2023, and Perez takes back 5th position. The Mexican driver's got it at the moment. George Russell will want to be beyond there. He'll want to be beyond the McLarens. Russell, personal best sector 1, personal best sector 2. He was 7/10 off after run 1, and he goes to 4th position as Perez's time is deleted at the very same moment. Max Verstappen is on pole position for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. He's 12th pole of the year. He's 32nd pole position all time.
Yeah, well done, mate. You've just won me €500 off helmet, which is like getting blood out of a stone. So,
Well, we lost a bet. What world are we living in?
The bet was for you to be on the front row, mate.
Nice.
And now let's have a look at Oscar Piastri and Pierre Gasly. Ooh, and I think that is 3rd place at risk for Oscar Piastri. Max Verstappen taking pole for the 32nd time in his Formula 1 career. Charles Leclerc on the front row for the 5th Grand Prix in succession. That is the best run in the entire field. Oscar Piastri, 3rd place for the 3rd time this season, but the stewards are investigating him, impeding Pierre Gasly. It's going to be a tight call, that one.
Leclerc said he gonna end the season strong. He said he gonna end the season strong. Leclerc did. That's all we got. You guys got a favorite video suggestion? You can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. It's your boy Neal. Out.